I'm going to, okay. Prepare yourselves. Great stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the formula for happiness. You may want to write this down because this is so key. All right. So, the formula for happiness, ladies and gentlemen, is LC is equal to or greater than BP. Okay? When LC is equal to or greater than BP. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. You guys take care. That was a great session. I hope you enjoy yourselves. All the best now.
Please come back.
Tell us more. Tell us more. Tell us more.
All right. So let's go through this, okay? So LC, in fact, why don't we test this out? Is there an area in your life, one of you guys, that you are super, super happy with? Maybe it's family, maybe it's your job, maybe it's your health. I don't know. Is there an area in your life where you are extremely happy about?
Yes.
Tell me, which one?
Growth.
Growth. Okay, cool. So let's test this out, right? Your life condition, as in the growth that you're experiencing in your life, as in the things that you're experiencing every day, day to day, your life condition, is it equal to or better than what you had expected in your mind?
Yes.
Yes. Therefore, you are happy with that area. Okay? So I'll give you another example. I have, how many of you have kids? Anyone? You got kids, Andrea?
No, that's my brother, my niece.
Okay. That, I was like, I could have sworn. I was like, somebody kidnapped the baby earlier. Okay, so that was your niece earlier. So I have two kids. Okay, my kids I am super happy with. Right? Why am I super happy? Well, because my life conditions, which is me joking with them, having fun, laughing, is better than the blueprint that I had in my mind, which was babies crying, not being able to do anything with my life, all these things. So my life condition is equal to or better than my blueprint. Therefore, I am happy in this area. Does this make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Great. Okay, so what about an area that you are not happy in? Think of maybe an area that you are sad with, or frustrated with, or just dissatisfied with, right? Anyone want to give me an example or want to share, or not? You don't have to.
Well, with me, it's my career. I can't seem to fix the blueprint. It's changing constantly, and
There you go.
So yes.
Yeah, and the reason you're not happy with it is because your life condition is not what is in your mind. It's not what your blueprint is.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So your life condition does not equal your blueprint. And so that's why you're sad. Do you want to know what the formula for suffering is?
No.
Well, I mean, not so that you can, like, you're like, I don't want to do it. No.
I'm sure that was good.
So that you can avoid it. Okay. Formula for suffering is when life condition does not equal your blueprint, and then you feel helpless about it. Okay? Like you can't do anything about it. And so your life, you're not meeting your expectation. Your life condition doesn't meet your expectation. And you feel like there's no way that it can meet your expectations, but there's nothing that's going to give. So you're in an endless cycle of suffering. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, what can we do about this situation? If you aren't happy in an area of your life, then it's at its simplest form, okay? And this is why we do NLP and everything, because then this is how you change different parts of the formula. But at its simplest form, what you've got to do is you've either got to change your life condition. If you're unhappy with your weight, exercise, do something about it, right? So if you're not happy in an area, then you've got to do something about it, or you have to change your blueprint. So here's what I'll give you a very quick example. When I was learning all of this, the teacher actually gave me an example, and he talked about a lady that came, and she was about, I don't know, I think in her 60s, and she was very how do I put it? Just very, very mean. Just not a happy woman. Like she'd go about life very like she was very short with people, always in a bad mood, etc. Anyhow, long story short, the person that worked with her found out a lot about her, and he found out that in her blueprint, in her head, that at this point in her life, she should have had a family and kids. She should have had kids, okay? She was married, but she was unable to have kids. And so she was in suffering because there was nothing that she was like, there's nothing I can do about it. But her life condition and her blueprint are just in an endless cycle of not meeting each other. They're not meeting each other. And so she couldn't do anything about her life condition. I mean, I think she tried a number of times, etc., but was unable to do anything about her life condition. And because it didn't match her blueprint, she would go about life just really just sad, like and snapping at different people, etc. And the trainer like had worked with her and just showed her that, look, at the end of the day, she can find love in other ways, but also that there's so many children that don't have love, and that they could find a match with each other. And ultimately she found a way and had adopted, etc. But long story short, she changed her blueprint. And because she changed her blueprint, all of a sudden, all of her life opened up, and suddenly there was happiness in her life again, because she just changed what is the expectation, what needs to happen. She changed it into a different blueprint and found that, look, giving love is giving love. Being there for somebody is being there for somebody. And she found a way to find that meaning and change her blueprint so that all of a sudden that endless loop of suffering was negated. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, so just a quick final recap.
So sorry, Muneer, but I just based on what you just said, I'm just thinking, in this case, it could have been easy for this woman to switch and then change, her blueprint. But when it has to do with feelings, you're in a state of dissatisfaction.
Yes.
I don't know if it would be that easy to just get a replacement, because now she wasn't happy because she didn't have kids.
Yeah.
And it was easy for her to make an adoption because this was really something she could handle. It was within her powers.
Yes.
But what happens when these are, this is not within your power? Maybe it has to do with emotions.
But you see, this is the thing. If it's not within your power in terms of life condition, it is in terms of your power in terms of expectation, what your blueprint is. Now, is it easy sometimes to just change your blueprint? No, but that's why we go through techniques like this. Is why I teach NLP, hypnosis, all these frameworks to help you to either change your blueprint or to give you the motivation to change your life condition. But one of those has got to change. Is it easy sometimes? As I said, not sometimes. Sometimes it's very simple, right? Sometimes it's very simple. You can't, what's it called? You can't travel because of coronavirus, so just change your blueprint. I don't know. Maybe that's not as simple, but then there's sometimes there's a lot more behind it that needs to happen in terms of changing the beliefs, etc. And then we have more tools that are in our NLP toolbox. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So the answer is, at the moment, I'm giving you the top level view. Like, yes, it's a simplified model, but you got to understand the basics, and then you get into the deeper elements. And over this weekend, that's what we're going to be focusing on. What are some of those deeper elements? Okay?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Let me just, for those of you tuning in, I appreciate you. I'll see you on another video.